on the channel, we take a trip to Mattel Creations for the Mattel Creations Masters of the Universe Origins exclusive Camo Con.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Masters of the Universe Origins unboxing and review. And today we've got the Mattel Creations exclusive Camo Con. But for all your Masters of the Universe needs and a whole lot more, make sure you're hitting up Big Bad Toy Store. Use the link in the description below. So today, Camo Con comes to us, like I said, from Mattel Creations. And this one took about a half hour to sell out, so things slowed down a little bit. And of course, this was a $30 price point, much like the Sunman from about a year ago. So no inflation with this one a little bit, but I know some people were griping about the price point. But this is a little bit more deluxe packaged than your traditional Origin figures that we do see from Mattel Creations or out on the retail pegs. But a very interesting one is we did just recently unbox Cobra Con on the channel not too long ago, and now we turn our attention to Camo Con, and we'll explain all that when we get to it. And of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging, we're going to talk about it, we're going to unbox it, we're going to talk about it, we're going to see where it goes from there. So without further ado, let's start with the outer box here. We see this with all the Mattel Creation exclusives. Snake Man logo right there looks really good. On the back, there's old Camo Con looking really good. Really like this outer shell packaging. Very Super 7-esque, honestly, is what it always reminds me of. We got a little blurb back here. The Snake Man, the dreaded Snake Man, ever risen from the darkest depths of Snake Mountain to join forces with Skeletor and his evil warriors. King Hiss and his repulsive reptiles have vowed to destroy He-Man and his heroic warriors, as well as the evil Horde. Will Eternia fall to the slithering swarm? Look for the serpent symbol of the Snake Men. So there you go. Jake the Snake Roberts not included. So we got him off to the side. Now we get down to the traditional packaging here, and this has the removable backing sleeve here that you slide in and out, the reusable package. And this is an interesting take because it sounds like Mattel is going to go to this more and more. It sounds like the upcoming wrestling retro figures from Mattel will have packaging like this. The ringside exclusive packaging for the Mattel Hasbro style figures that are coming for the NWO figures, they're going to have packaging like this. We're seeing it here in He-Man. We saw it in the LJN Coliseum collection. So I wonder a little bit here if they can skirt tail the rules of the law. Oh, Johnny Law, of course. That they can move around this and get away from having to be plastic free by saying, hey, this is reusable packaging. This is for collectors. Mattel might have really thought this through, and we always talk about price increases, everything else. Who jumps first? Who's going to be the guinea pig? And in the case of all this, Hasbro has been the guinea pig. And I think we'd be fooling ourselves if we don't think Mattel is sitting back there with a pen, jotting down all the learnings from Hasbro and trying to make their eventual jump into this type of thing a lot better than Hasbro did. And I think this is what we're going to see, the wave of the future. They can sell this to the government or whoever they have to sell it to, the regulation people. Hey, this is for adult collectors and kids. So what we do is it is reusable packaging. You can slide in and out. So it doesn't have to be recycled because people aren't getting rid of it. So it'll be interesting to see how that shakes out. But there's old Camo Con in the package. You got the Snake Man style packaging, of course. Looking really good. I love the looks of the figure here. Snake Man logo once again is similar but different than the normal Origins packaging. The back is a little interesting because of the card that slides out, but you get quite the artwork scene going on right there. And it does say, Camo Con, evil camouflaged master of the diabolical snakes. Modern posing retro play. Well, let's pull this out. Let's see what's going on there. Then, of course, we get the figures. We get this. And I'm going to save this packaging because why wouldn't I? This is a little bit more deluxe, and it's very easily to be saved. So I will save all this packaging here. Pull that there. Come on. Pop that head out. Pop him out. Looks like he's locked in, but not anymore, I guess. Off to the side. See you later. Rubber bands. See you later. Goodbye. All right, put him off to the side. Put that extra head to the side. Got another rubber band. See you later. Goodbye. Got a little of that spit spray. And then we do got his accessories here, which I'm going to pull out as well. All right, we're almost there. There it is. See you later. Goodbye. All right, let's look at this packaging first, and we'll dive into the accessories, then dive into the figure here. And we do get quite the fold out here. So we get a little artwork scene looking really, really good. And oh my gosh, there's a lot of reading going on, a lot of pictures, a lot of cool artwork. Man, this is absolutely stunning artwork. Absolutely love it. One of the hallmarks of the Masters universe, I don't care what line we're talking about, is the beautiful artwork here. All the Easter eggs. We got the giants in there. You got Hero, Keldar, I think. We see Mossman in there, King Grayskull, of course, King Hiss, riding the dinosaurs. Man, oh man, a lot going on there. And then, of course, back here. But man, is this nice. Skeletor summons Cobra Khan to Snake Mountain. I won't read all this. There's a War and Peace here. But a lot of cool stuff to come in the future, it looks like. Give me that King Hiss with a throne, too. I'll take that as well. But very cool packaging, very cool artwork on this one. Now let's break down the figure. Let's see what's going on here. And he does have the claw hands, very like clawful, of course. But we do have regular hands as well. So you can choose your own hand adventure. You want the claw hands or you want normal hands. Go your own way with that one. We do get all kinds of stuff. So we do get the snake venom spit. We saw this with Cobra Khan earlier, but this is a different colored one here. A nice bluish tint, bluish color right there. We do get a classic weapon. Always reminds me of Zodak whenever I see this gun, but it is nice orange color, all one sculpt, but getting reused, getting the most out of the molds. Mattel, we know all about that. Very cool vac metal here, Buzz Off. We've seen other guys with this weapon in the past as well. What was this called, like a mace or something like that? You hammer somebody over the head with it, but it does look really cool in this green, shiny vac metal. Really like that. Then we do get an extra head here. So this is just like the Cobra Khan head, if I'm not mistaken. But the Camo Khan gives you the hood of the snake, the Cobra going on there. So it just comes down to which version of the head you like. Of course, we already do have a Cobra Khan, so I probably won't be using this. I'll be using this snake head because it does look so good. And I guess I will grab Cobra Khan right here. We'll stick him off to the side. You do get that same blaster. You do get that same spit effect piece in a different color. Same hands, one of the same hands at least. Similar but different. But I believe Camo Khan, didn't he originate in like Argentina or something like that? I'm not super familiar with the history and the origins of the character, but I know it is a bit of a deep cut, but it does look really good. Now, of course, reuse, name of the game, we all know that. He doesn't spit out anything or anything. I know a lot of people want some of the old effects and old gadgets and gizmos from back in the day. I get that. The only one I'm disappointed about, and it's upcoming, we haven't unboxed it yet, is Mechaneck. Loved Mechaneck as a kid. It sounds like he doesn't have the effect to get the telescoping neck. Sounds like you have to do it yourself. That really sucks. That's the one that's going to disappoint me the most, but I know some people are disappointed by some of the other ones in the line. Nothing's really disappointed me like that Mechaneck will. So stay tuned for that. We'll unbox that on the channel before you know it, I'm sure. But very interesting here. So we talked about the head. Tons of movement, but a little bit limited by the back hood there. But it looks really good. Paint looks good. Got the red inside the mouth, the white teeth, the yellow eyes. Very snake-like, of course. We get down to the body. You get a nice kind of outer shell on him here, a different kind of plastic. But it is a nice shell. Got the snake logo right in the chest. And got a little bit of a different tones of colors here to it. Very snake-like, some might say. Love the gold trim throughout, the gold accents. You got it on the hands, got it on the feet, got it on the boots, got it on the belt. That really does break up the monotony of the coloring on this one. Very interesting. I do got a few paint slops, and I don't know if it's supposed to be that way, but I got a little bit in the shoulder there. That's a little annoying, but it does kind of blend in a little bit. Articulation-wise, of course, the arms go around. You do get single-jointed elbows, hands back and forth, hands removable, head back and forth, waist articulation. You can do a little bit of splits action. You get single-jointed knees, boot cut, and then ankles. So all your typical Origins articulation we've seen, we've come accustomed to over the last couple of years. Easy for me to say. Does he fit on a Mattel ringside stand? Of course, make sure you get the Mattel ones. And what do you know? He's going to fit like a glove, and he does. He fits perfectly on there. Looks very good. It'll be interesting. Yeah, these are different heads too. Very similar, just different paint jobs. So I guess theoretically you could move this over here if you really like this one, or you could buy another one, do two heads. It really is, as we always say, choose your own adventure. You can always do that with these figures, especially with the plug and play and movability, and to be able to plug guys and switch guys around. There's a lot of, your imagination is your only limitation, I guess, when the Masters of Origin figures from Mattel right now. But it is cool. Is it worth $30? Well, if you're all in, if you're a completionist, you want everything to do with it, yes, it is. But I can see some people being happy with just a regular release and not needing this one. Who knows? We know these are sold out, but they did sell out in a half hour, and we did know like a week ahead of time it was going up for pre-order. So it's one of those things, you kind of snooze, you lose. But we have seen, there is a precedent now that Mattel has went back to the to the oven and made some more of these guys. You might just have to wait a little bit longer. So who knows? He might come back up on Mattel Creations for another round of pre-orders, because we all know at the end of the day, Mattel is not a non-profit. If they see an extra chance to make more money on these guys, guess what? They probably will re-release him. So stay tuned for that. Keep a close eye on things. You never know what you might see on MattelCreations.com. So there it is. There's old Cobra Khan and Camo Khan. Who is your favorite Khan? The Khan from Star Trek? That could be. It very well could be. But let me know your thoughts on this one in the comments down below. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell. We got videos every single day and then some, including everything and anything Masters of the Universe. And then don't forget to follow along over on the Patreon channel. We can get early access to videos like this, bonus content, exclusive content, giveaways, you name it. A lot going on in the old Patreon channel, including a display tour that you guys might like to check out. So check out the old Patreon, support the channel like I always say, and you can also support the channel at ProWrestlingTees.com, search Kyle Peterson. And then don't forget about social media. SirPaul64 is where you're going to find me on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson. So for Camo and Cobra Khan, I am Khan, or Kyle, and I'll see you guys all real soon.